Good afternoon, and what is a cold, grey and blustery day. It is Tuesday, December the 10th, and I'm in the reading nook with a nice hot cup of tea and a box to unbox. Continue unboxing. What I've got here is a copy of Ghosts Brought to Life. So, the making of a classic. Behind the scenes of the iconic TV series, calling all Ghosts fans. This is the ultimate celebration of the hit BBC sitcom, exploring the making of the comedy classic, a series that brought families together and touched people's lives. With in-depth interviews with the actors and creators of the series, this is a funny, fast-filled and fascinating behind the curtains peek at what happened on and off the set, from cutscenes to bloopers, from episode guides to revelations from the film crew, and much, much more. Learn about the unaired pilot, explore the real Button House, enjoy never before published photos, discover the hidden tricks behind special effects, see original designs, sketches and blueprints. Collated and written by the show's beloved writers Mat Baynton, Simon Farnaby, Martha Howe-Douglas, Jim Howick, Laurence Rickard and Ben Willbond. This treasure trove of backroom stories, memories and secrets will have you reliving all your favourite moments. The ghosts of Button House live on. There we go. So, Ghosts. Fortunately, the whole series has ended, but actually delightful kind of series that works both for adults and children, done by the BBC, in which, you know, a young woman inherits a house, gets knocked on the head and can see the ghosts in the house, but her husband can't, and the ghosts come from different eras and have very different wants and very different characters, and it's the interaction of all the characters which really works, and telling their interaction with the modern world through the young lady, Alison, and telling also their backstories, who they are. And it's really fun, it's funny and entertaining, and sort of like, you know, emotional at the same time, because they've got interesting backstories, and it's very well written and performed. So well written and performed that it is actually, it's been adapted for the US market, and there are going to be versions in German as well, which should be entertaining, if we get to see it, of course. But I think, you know, I had an interesting conversation when I was buying a copy of it. When the young lady at the till said to me, "Oh, I really love Ghosts." Yeah, I said, "It's very good. Have you seen the US series?" And she said, "No, I don't think. Why should I?" And I said, "Because it's actually really kind of funny and different and amusing, and you've got different characters and different histories, and that's what makes it kind of interesting." So I recommend you actually watch both. So here you've actually got sort of like, there's Alison, who can see the ghosts, all the ghosts around her, that's her husband, Mike, who can't, who knows they're there. So there's also already been a book about ghosts in this kind of similar style, which I've looked at before, and then this is going to be slightly different, but so, you know, basically first steps into the series here, development, shot of her characters from the pilot. I'd actually really like to see the pilot, to see what that was actually like. You know, different mix of characters, different relationships and so on. Honestly, if the BBC does actually, you know, get around to releasing this, you know, the sort of thing, it might be really good to see. So, you know, basically talking about how the development went, from concept to screen to page, and then to finding the house itself, which actually belonged to Bamber Gascoigne, who is best known in this country for being a long-running host of the series University Challenge. So we've got the different characters given a spotlight here, you know, and how they go through the makeup to become the actor would become Robin, and then how he would play sort of like Humphrey as well, Humphrey's head in particular. let's go through each of the major characters. You know, this is one of the characters who basically does actually end up getting sucked off, and that is actually what they say in the series, and it is hilarious as it sounds. And it's very British humour because, you know, yeah, essentially what happens is sort of like the characters, the ghosts ascend to the next stage, to heaven. Essentially, they are sucked off to heaven. But if you're watching that as an adult, you know, that's fine. If you're watching as a child, that's fine. You know, go up to heaven. As an adult, yeah, the double entendre is not so much a double entendre as pretty much a single entendre. So yeah, going through each of the characters, you know, talking to the actors playing them, the actors who are playing them, and the genesis of the character, and what they like to play and so on. And obviously Alison is the young lady who knocked on the head, and wears an awful lot of jumpers throughout the series. And of course, poor Mike, who has to suffer the ghost. I mean, Alison suffers the ghost because they just won't shut up. He suffers the ghost because essentially, you know, vicariously, despite the fact that he can't see them. Then essentially we've got series 1. This is a guide to the different episodes. You know, starting from episode 1, where Alison inherits the house. We've got script excerpts, and then we go on to guerrilla warfare, where the ghosts sort of go, "Oh no, we don't want somebody in here. We have to get rid of them," and so on. But, so yeah, it's pretty much like that all the way through. So you've got a good episode guide, and a sort of like quick guide to the sort of different aspects of making the series. So details of behind the scenes for series 1, and then we move on to series 2. And you've got that little picture there of sort of like the Button House before, basically the model they made essentially as a prop for sort of part of the credit sequence. And then there's discovery, of course, downstairs, about the plague victims who are all relegated to the cellars with the where the terrible boiler is. And it does sort of go into all the other things, sort of like histories of the characters and more. Such as the unfortunate MP who he dies en flagrante with his trousers down around his missing, so he's actually a ghost with no trousers, which is very amusing. So yeah, if you are a fan of ghosts, then this is probably something that you definitely want to have. And it's also good, there are other characters outside, sort of like outside the immediate family, like Barclay, who lives next door, who is a duplicitous, conniving old sod, who doesn't like having Alison and Mike as young whippersnappers living next door, and whatever they're up to affects them. So yeah, and this is basically 5 series, I think, total. So you've got 30 odd episodes, including plus the specials. To enjoy if you've not watched them. And then you essentially come down to the final scenes, and the final story, and it's you've got a beginning, a middle, and an end, and it's all very well done. And it's followed, we've got a afterward there. So if you're a fan of Ghost Sport, then Ghost Sport to Life, I think probably something you're going to really enjoy. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you did, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to yet more unboxings in the Nook, where you'll see me out here with a box containing a book or game or role-playing supplement, in this case a book about a television comedy series, which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. I will be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.